Tiamat is the 7th planet, right? Or rather, to put it this way, the 7th realm, because within this realm we have 9 realms, right? But planet Earth itself is the 7th planet, or the 7th realm. The first Anunnaki god, because Satan is the Anunnaki god. Satan is the Anunnaki god, the first Anunnaki god that was cast down here on this planet by my grandfather, which is Anu, because they were fighting for territory, authority, the kingship in Planet X. But you guys know it as Planet X. It's actually Planet Zelanthia, where I really come from, right? So the planet itself, outside of this dome, it is blue. When you look at Tiamat, it's actually blue. So when you look into the sun, after that you start looking at your surroundings. What you're going to see, different colors, but the most appealing one is going to be blue, because that's how the planet really looks like, or that's how you guys are supposed to actually look at the planet as, or see it as that, as that color. So when the moon was rising and showing itself as the blue moon, the people were talking about it is the true reflection of what is the essence of this planet rising. See, and you have to understand this, man, with all the silver moon, which is evil, because the silver moon, man, or the moon that you see in the sky, let me put it in a simple way, the white moon you see in the sky is the silver moon, right? Every time when that moon lights up, it is the Luciferian race, especially when it becomes the full moon. That's why it's important whenever it's full moon, you have to wear anything that is silver to ward off all the negative energy, man, because it is a negative energy after all, man. It affects you as a carbon being, man. Your brown skin, I'm not gonna say black. We have to be over this whole thing of saying that we are black. We are not black. We are carbon, right? Brown, the colorful beings, man. The people of color, rather. Okay, you have to understand that, man. Make sure that you stop calling yourself black, man, because you're not really black. You're not really black. When you look at Planet Zelanthia, the way it is right now, because people always talk about the Planet X, which many people don't understand what Planet X is all about. It's in the same place at the same time. It is able to maneuver in other different planes or planets. It is like shaped like, how to put it, it's like going in time, in future, back in time. At the same time, it is not literally like physical, but it can actually exist in different planes. That is why people have been asking me, Ra, what is it all about when it comes to the planet, to Planet X? How is it actually affecting us? Here's the thing. The way the Planet X was designed by my grandfather, again, I can't speak about this without actually exposing myself. Who am I? Most probably you guys will actually understand, right? The way Planet X was designed by my grandfather, the first plate of it, as above, is an antenna, which is your hair. Which is your hair, the antenna. It is the connecting source of all the energies it needs to actually be selected with to foresee its direction and route where it's heading. The same thing that you need to do, have your natural hair, your antenna connected, so that you can actually be able to tell what is it to come, to feel the energies and detect everything before it actually comes even closer to you. That's how Planet Zelanthia or Planet X has been designed. Then what follows is the solar panels. What are the solar panels? Your pineal gland, or your pineal glands, because it is your antenna here, which is your crown chakra. Then at the center of it is your heart chakra, which you connected with all there is, that is nature. That is the heart source of Planet Zelanthia, because the Anunnaki god or Anunnaki being of who you truly are as a spiritual being, why your veins are green, the overall color of your true power and essence is green. Your heart chakra is green. That is the heart and the source of planet Zelanthia's power, which is the planet at the same time a spacecraft. There's no way you can fly a spacecraft into this plane without Mercury, which is also connected to the heart chakra. Without it, you can't actually fly a spacecraft into this plane. There comes the magnetic field, because the magnets are connected to the heart chakra. It is an attraction. So what planet Zelanthia has is a magnetic field and Mercury. That's a story for another day though, right? Because I want to get into how people be like, how is it that since the planet X is actually being active or is actually flowing above the dome, how is it actually affecting us? Because all the chakra system that is connected with you, which your body is just a skin, nothing but is like this skin, it is an organ which is actually pure essence. However, it hides what's really inside of your being, which is a macabre. Because that's what the planet system of planet X is a macabre system, which is connected with the centers of your chakras. And that is how it also affects you. At the root of your legs is the solar panels, right? Which is the source of your soul. See, when you're here in this planet, your soul only can be able to exist at your soul feet because of the solar panels that are connected to your feet. Because under your feet, you have what you call chakras, which are connected to the solar panels, which are crystals. But when you're above, in a different plane outside of this dome, your soul becomes at your first eye, your crown chakra activity, right? That's why when you walk with your bare foot, you start to be connected. Now, when planet Zelanthia start to be active into this plane, you're getting affected with the system because you are a macabre that is reacting to the very same planet as it is connected with you. Now, people will understand why is it that ever since planet X is active in the sky, is affecting everybody on this plane, is because you are the macabre system that is connected to planet Zelanthia. The way it has been designed and structured, it is according to how your structure as a diamond being connected to all of the solar panels, which is your chakra system, to react at a certain degree when it becomes active into this plane. That's where now you have to like literally be at a certain vibration that it doesn't really affect you, because it goes with the heat that is supreme. Because in planet Zelanthia, man, it's so like, in planet Zelanthia has so much heat, man. It doesn't burn you. That's the thing. People be like, the sun is too hot, I'm getting burned. No, you're not. It's burning every little toxic thing that you're actually inhabiting inside of your body. Because here's the thing, you guys don't want to stop eating. That is nonsense. What is nonsense? That is one of the reasons why it will be very hard for you to be able to withstand the energy of the sun. But if you're vibrating high, it is going to be very easy for you to tap into it. Because that's what it is. You have to tap into it, right? But people will be like running away. Oh my God, it's too hard. Let me actually get an umbrella. Do you know how disrespecting this is when I see people holding an umbrella? Especially as a spiritual being that is carbonated, you're holding an umbrella. That is embarrassing, man. You're having like human beings, aka white people, walking in the sun with an umbrella these days, because some of them are able to withstand the heat of the sun. They're able to do that. Why? Because they've been changing their frequency. Because a lot of people be like, yeah, white people are gonna actually disappear. Yes, they will, right? But here's the thing. Before they go through that whole process, they will also enjoy the energy of the sun, because they're increasing their vibration. They are changing their diet, what they are eating. But you guys are not doing it. Then it's time for you to actually go into the heat of the sun and activate your DEA or your DNA. You guys are not doing that. You want to wear your hat and act and look all smart, right? When it is a perfect chance for you to use this to your own advantage and increase your vibration and have more strength and become invincible. See, the greatest length of increasing your vibration, you become invincible. You're becoming far away from anything and everything that is negative, man. You're going to be connected with anything that is positive and you make things much more easy for you to be able to tap in. But that's what they want you. See, that's what they don't want you to do, for you to be actually tapped in. They don't want that, man. They want you to keep your vibration low so that the Luciferian race can capture you. Going back to that, you have to understand who Lucifer is, man. Lucifer is a being. He has the brown DNA, DA. See, the way he came into this reality was really negative and bad, man. He came through a rape. See, that's what they don't tell you in the Bible. Get people saying that I know the Bible, what the Bible is all about. No, that's the thing, man. The Bible is twisted, and if you don't understand how to read it, you won't understand anything, man. You won't understand. You won't understand what the Bible is all about, because it's all about like stories from the stars that have actually been stolen and put in different places. That's why many people be like, sometimes the Bible it actually is like it disagrees with itself, right? Because they put up every information in it to confuse the mass of the people. It's only just a tool. There's not like, I love when I see people burning the Bible, man. Like, there's nothing really wrong about the Bible, just that now you have to use your supreme knowledge how to read it. That's it, right? Lucifer is Anunnaki God, but with a reptilian DNA. So he is a hybrid, right? That's where this Luciferian race comes in. It's always been there. It's ancient. It's always been there. It's not something new. It has been called with different name, which is Aluhum, right? That is a Luciferian race. It's always been there. It always wants to take over power and rule over all there is to rule and destroy it, right? Because Lucifer is nothing but a jinn. See, every jinn, people usually talk about the jinns, that this person is using a jinn. Somebody has actually even said to me that I'm using a jinn. How is it that I'm able to see things like this, or telling people that I do time travel? They say like, no, you're lying, using a jinn. That's the thing. People don't understand what is a jinn. A jinn is a Luciferian race. That's the true original term. What it is, right? It is a Luciferian race. A jinn is a Luciferian race. The Aluhum. I hope you're paying attention, right? What's Lucifer's real name? Abies. Right? That's his original name, Abies. Lucifer, the Luciferian race, which is trying to take over this whole entire world. But I'm glad that it's getting exposed. You don't want to be one with this energy, man. Because if you do, you'll be flipped. When you become flipped, there is no way you'll be able to understand who you truly are as a spiritual person, as a carbonated being. The Luciferian race. That needs to actually be taken down all the time, man. When you raise your vibration, your frequency, you're able to understand and tap into the highest essence for you to be able to see all of those things, man. So with Lucifer, it was subject for him to learn everything under the teaching or education of the Anunnaki system. That's how he's able to know how to trick every black person, man, into literally worshiping the God in the sky when you are the God. Because when it comes to Lucifer and Satan, two total like different beings, but Satan, when it comes to Lucifer, Lucifer is his own shadow. When Satan fails to do his plans, and when he's captured, the last remaining solution is Lucifer, which is Abies, right? What Satan fails to do, Lucifer must try to conquer by all means. You get what I'm saying? We can say that Lucifer is a lapdog of Satan. Two total different beings But Satan is an Anunnaki god, brown like you and I, while Lucifer is a hybrid. The concept is actually something they're trying to establish within the system to make more hybrids, where reptilians are not supposed to actually sleep with the carbon beings. When that happens through this abduction, or anything that happens that's close related to this, is to create the Luciferian race. If it has to go through the line of actually inventing a chip, which is already in people's system, is to give birth of those hybrids, right? That's why you get like many people these days now, they're giving like they're giving birth to children that are so different, man. It's a different race, right? It is a different race. See, Lucifer had to undergo all this teaching because he had to learn to a certain degree of this knowledge. The aim was to try to change his concept of ways of thinking, but it didn't barge in, right? It didn't. He's always rebellious. That's what he is. He'll always be like that. He can see, when it comes to Lucifer can literally accept that I'm under your rule, but he will never take everything as it is, the way it's supposed to be. He doesn't do it. That's why he's Lucifer. He's really rebellious all the time. He never listens to anybody. That's his nature. And that is why when Satan fails with his plans, the rebellious one has to make sure that they come through and pull through by all means. He's always following. It's like one pair but different, separate. Right? One pair, different but separate. So Lucifer and Satan are one and the same pair but different. Okay? Because Satan is an Anunnaki god. See, when it comes to the Bible, they made this thing like very twisted, right? They make it seem like God cast down Satan, when Satan is the one telling you guys the story, as he remains to be your God. Because Christians are like Christians. I'm not trying to insult anybody, man. Like, if you're a Christian, you're saying that you're worshiping God. You're worshiping a reptilian God. That's what you worship. But there's nothing wrong. I'm not trying to take you out of it. You're going to see when time comes, right? It's going to be actually open to you very naturally. Okay? Because you guys never listen to anybody. But it is okay. It is okay. You will learn the hard way or the easy way. It's up to you. I'm just sharing knowledge for you to understand. Lucifer is a jinn. Right? Every jinn that you ever know, or anybody who has a jinn, that's the very same DNA as Satan, man. I mean, that's the very same DNA as Lucifer, right? Pardon me. There's the very same DNA as Lucifer. When Satan was cast down by my grandfather, because see, it was this was like a war, right? Satan wanted to take over planet Zelanthia. Okay? Fighting who? Anu. Anu won that battle, right? And he took over planet Zelanthia. But it wasn't over. Lucifer, after Satan was cast down to the 7th planet, which is the blue planet, you guys are talking about the blue moon, the rise of planet Tiamat, right? When he was cast down to the 7th planet, Lucifer was next to fight and try to defeat Anu. And again, he defeated him. He defeated the Luciferian race. And that was it. Defeating the Luciferian race, it gave him more power to be able to have control over planet Zelanthia. From the beginning, it was meant for him. But somebody rebellious had to actually come on board and try to take it away. Right? Try to take it away from him. Jacob, Yakub, is Satan. The black scientist God. See, one thing that got right about him is when they actually drew him. The depiction of him is the real one. Yeah. Very big-headed. He's got a huge head. But everything he thinks about is stupid. Because he always wants to actually take over and let people worship him. He's always been a jealous God. When the Bible talks about the jealous God, they're talking about Yakub. He's always been a jealous God, man. Where do you think I'm getting all of this, man? You think I'm making up? I know Yakub personally. He's a coward. He hides behind tricks. He's a trickster. He's nothing but a coward. He's a coward. He'll always hide behind people, hide behind the Bible, and you guys are gonna fall for it, right? Because you're part of his technology book, which is actually given human beings how to make sure that he enslaves everybody. How he's able to enslave everybody. And that is why Planet X being active in this planet, it is affecting your body system. If you are vibrating high, it will increase your vibration. You become magnetic. You become one with nature. But if you're vibrating low, man, damn, bro, you kill yourself. I'm telling you, man. You won't take the heat. You won't take that energy. It's too much for you. You can't bear with it, right? All the stress level, everything that's actually fucking up with your mind is going to pollute you to the point that now you feel so drained, I want to kill myself. Because I can't be able to understand this energy, where it's coming from. The downloads that are too much are affecting you. Because you're part of the technology book. You don't want to get over and break away from the cycle, man. And one being that is really tricked, because you see, when it comes to Lucifer, at some point he becomes so supreme and mighty than Satan himself, because he's got the Anunnaki blood inside of him and the reptilian blood inside of him. He's able to be in the underworld and act as if he's there in the havens, right? When the antenna connectivity takes form and place to start to actually scan everything and see through, where I can actually be able to place myself in people and manipulate their mind. That's how his power is extended, right? That's how his power is extended. Very rebellious, the way he was actually being created. But you guys are part of the technology book. You don't want to get out of it, right? Because inside of you, you've got what you call the worship gene that was placed inside. It's hard for you to understand that there's no God out there in the sky. God is you as a carbon being. The price is your soul. The price is your soul. Nothing else really matters. The price is your soul. And the moment when you give it, see, people think that when you sell your soul, it's all about you having to sign a contract. No, it's way deeper than that, man. Should you die right now, listen, man. Should you die right now, and you've not yet ascended, you have sold your soul, because you're gonna stay trapped here into this plane, right? Should you die now, because death is the key, right? In order for you to be able to escape this reality, this matrix is death. It's through death, nothing else. Because you can't be able to be astral and escape this reality. In order for you to escape this reality, it has to be through death. But there's the thing. When you die, it should be that now you have mastered this matrix. You've overcome the fear. All that is nonsense, the technology book. You know what to expect when you go on the other side. But many people won't actually know this. That's when now you sell your soul. Because the very same people that are signing their soul in a contract to control your two, because yes, here's the thing. You can't sell your soul. But it is a metaphor. That's what many people don't understand. I still see people be like, yeah, your soul belongs to God. Now here's the thing, man. Your soul doesn't belong to anybody but to you, yourself. You have a right to do whatever that you want to do with it. But there's the thing. If you don't overcome anything that is low vibration, that is connected to the matrix and this attachment, the moment when you die, you will be afraid to maneuver in the dark cosmos, because you've been taught that the darkness is evil. Not all of it, yes, some of it is, but there's what you call the triple stages of the darkness, which you came through when you came in your mother's womb. You used the very same triple stages of the darkness to come into this reality. But when you have to escape this matrix and this reality again, you have to use the very same triple stages of darkness. But because many of you are scared of the darkness, you think of the light as the truth, which is nothing but an illusion, the Luciferian race, you're going to be trapped here. And that is you automatically selling your soul. Because what's going to happen? They'll reincarnate you, wipe out every memory you've ever made into this reality through the silver moon, then give you a new life. It's up to them. We put you in the Hades until we use your soul for something that is valuable, or we give you a new assignment. Then when you come into this reality, anything that you're going to do, you're going to make sure that you add value in misleading a lot of people in this world. And you get to be trapped here for eternity. Because that's the thing, man. You're not meant to be here forever. You're meant to be here when you've learned everything, know yourself, where you come from, and go back to your star system. And start to explore other dimensions. There's so many dimensions for you to explore. It's not just this one. Every planet has got like 9 realms. How many realms have you actually established in your whole entire incarnation? None. Some of you have, but keep on making the very same mistake. Where do you stand?